Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome, 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 welcome. It sounds like that's what everybody says when they start a live. But we're getting ready to have one of the most influential, impactful, um, extraordinary, amazing individuals you could ever imagine that's going to be with us today. And obviously, you all know who that is. That's none other than Mr. Kirk Franklin. So just before I bring him in, let everybody know that we're getting ready to get started. And we'll go from there. I got to find Kirk first. Waiting on Mr. Franklin, and we're going to get going. Make sure you tell everybody you know, because ain't no telling what he's going to say. I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing. He's so smart. He's so brilliant. Um, I think I got it. Look at it. Now, Kirk, I just knew you was going to be eating something, man. I knew it. Every time I talk to you, you eating an apple.
What up?
Every time I talk to you, you eating an apple. What is the secret to the apple?
I just like apples. What's up, man?
What's going on, man? How you feeling?
Good, man. It's so good to see you, bro.
Man, it's good to see you too. You writing music right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Seeing if God give me something.
You been to the gym already?
No, I'm going. So that I finish with you, I'm going.
All right. I'm gonna do that later on tonight. Remember, you encouraged me. You know, when you started working out, I told you I was gonna get on it.
Well. Here's what's so funny about. Here's what's funny about that. It's almost like, am I becoming that people know I'm going to eat an apple, and then I'm going to go to the gym? Like, am I becoming that predictable?
Pretty much, Kirk.
Oh my God! I need to work on that. I need to flip it up. That ain't good.
Man, it's so good to see you, man. I love you, man.
Man, I love you too, King. I love you. Man, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Man, we
I'm
can't wait.
excited.
We
I'm
can't wait.
excited.
I'm gonna start off by saying this to you, man, because I know for sure. I always compliment you. I always tell you to go, you know what I'm saying? I always know too that when I tell you that you totally ignore me. Like I'm like, man, you so good at this and all that. And you'll be like, so what you eat today? Because you just don't want to hear it. How does that make you feel, man? Like I imagine you get complimented so much on the music and all of the years of stuff. Does that how does that affect you? Do you like just push it away because you like I don't want to hear that? Like how does that work in your mind?
It's I think that, I just don't want anything to be a distraction. And and I also know just the hard truths about, my deficiencies and areas about me that are not the most Christ-like,
Wow.
and the most goatish, I should say. So, why pretend to be this altogether person, or this person that rests on just his laurels, and versus, you know, present yourself as always a work in progress, and I think I'd rather focus on, the areas that are not there yet than try to rest in the areas that people think already are.
Wow. Do you think that that's helped contribute to your survival? Because that's one thing you have done over these last few decades of this music. You have survived. You've made it through changing seasons. You've made it through changing dynamics. The church has changed a lot since the first time you sung a
Mm-hmm.
song. Like, do you think that that humility is what has contributed to the survival more so than the music?
Well, I don't know, because sometimes you feel like I mean, there's seasons where you feel like you're barely making it, right? That you are are trying your best to just, kind of, keeping your head above water, making a way if you can't, you feel like that a lot in the Christian journey. So I think that I'm just trying not to try not to define those moments for myself as much as just trying to be very honest in those moments.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think what you say, um, it just commonly rolls off of your tongue because you're Kirk. Like I'm listening to you, and I'm be honest with you, I'm in amazement. I'm in amazement hearing you talk, because although you are human, there ain't nothing regular about you, bro. Like you are as close to a superhuman as possible because of the extraordinary gift and how much God has put in your pen. Um, um, yeah, I think it's amazing. As someone who is really a trailblazer in gospel, I guess it's a simple question, but how do you stay grounded spiritually? Like, what are the things that you do that has helped your faith to evolve?
Hmm. If I think that God intentionally keeps enough of of a certain amount of weights on the bar, so that when you're lifting, you're never just lifting regular amounts of life. That I think that as him being the life coach, there's a certain amount of weights that there's a certain amount of pounds that he keeps on the dumbbell, and because he's the coach, he studied your workout process. So what you think you can't lift, he knows you can lift because he wrote down what you lifted last. And so because he wrote down what you lifted last, and the whole purpose is to develop spiritual muscle, then he's always keeping a certain amount of weights on the bar that you can't escape it. That there's never a time that you're just walking in and just doing bands. You're never doing bands. He's
Yeah.
always got a certain amount of, metal on that bar. And so, that's life. Life is a constant experience of life and lifing, and I think that when you want to respond to them in spiritual ways, they also have the capacity to humble you, to keep you close, and so that is my experience.
I love that, man. So when God gave me this conference, bro, I said I wanted Cry Out to be this confluence where faith and culture met. Like I wanted
Mm-hmm.
it to be this place where you can come as you are, but you don't have to leave like you came. Like
Mm-hmm.
this
Mm-hmm.
place to me, uh,
Is that me?
events. I think that you've done it just as good, if not better than anybody. You've been able to blend, um, you know, uh, urban with 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 gospel, and you've been able to do all of those things. And so, was that an intentionality in the way you presented music, or is that just you being you, and that's just the way it came out?
Yeah. What whatever I've done, I was just being authentically me. Didn't know that being authentically me was going to be something that some would respond to, but I was just trying to be me and just trying to be authentic in that space, and didn't really have a rhyme or reason, didn't have a blueprint, didn't have a plan. Was just really just trying to be authentic, and to really try to do what I enjoy. Is I try to be able to do the things that I love to do, to be able to listen to the music that I love to listen to. Like 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 I listen to music that moves me, and 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 I want to do music that moves me, and I want to work on projects that move me,
Let me
and
tell you how
and I
dope. Let
want.
me tell you how dope that is. Let me tell you how dope that is. I was listening to her interview my favorite guitarist of all time, Stevie Ray Vaughan. Stevie Ray
Hmm.
Vaughan, Texas
Hmm.
Flood,
Hmm.
Voodoo Child, all of
Hmm.
that. He was doing an interview, and the interviewer asked him what was the difference between him and Jimi Hendrix. His answer
What do you
was
say?
phenomenal. He said Jimmy played everything everything he loved, and I played everything I loved.
And
I said that answer is crazy.
it showed up in their playing, and you could hear it in their playing.
Yeah, he said Jimmy
Yeah,
played everything that excited him, and I played everything that excited me. And I just heard you say the same thing. You basically said, hey, I produced what excited me. I produced what I wanted to hear. I put out there what I felt, and that seems to
yeah,
be
yeah,
maybe that's a takeaway for everybody watching. One of the traits of a great is you just pull out what's inside of you.
yeah,
You
yeah.
just you just authentically show up as yourself, and what's in you will find its commensurate value in somebody else. And those who love the authentic you,
Yes,
they'll find you even without you having to seek them. Does that
facts,
sound about right?
facts. That we are in this moment in time where authenticity wins,
Wow.
and 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 that people can smell the inauthentic you,
Mm,
and so you know you have nothing to lose by showing up being you. The only person that will lose in that space of you not showing up as you is you.
man, I find it a pleasure to be considered a brother of yours and a friend. I remember the
Uh-huh.
first time I saw you, man. It was probably first time I ever saw you in person 20 years ago. I was in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and you had come to preach for a pastor named Pastor Anthony that was there. You preached for him. I'll never forget. I can still see it. You had on a navy blue suit with white stripes on it. And then you went to his house afterwards where he had an after party with some folks that he came over, and you sat over there. And I was like, oh my God, man, I get a chance to see Kirk Franklin. Bro, you walked in that man's house. You sat on his couch, Indian style, took your shoes off, and was just regular like everybody else. And I won't forget it because that was my first introduction to you. So I want to let everybody know who may never get a chance to see Kirk Franklin up off a stage, or you may never see him walk in the street. See, the misconception of the grandeur of the personality that has to be promoted, I'm going to tell you, come second. Y'all don't understand the authenticity and realness of that man that's sitting there. If you got Kirk Franklin as a friend, you got a real friend. If you got him as a brother, you got a real brother. If you need somebody who ain't going to turn their back on you,
Mm.
Curtis Douglas Franklin
That's me. That's me. That's
is
me.
the one, man. Listen, stepping away, I just want to ask you a
but it's
couple
my
of real life
but
questions. Go ahead. Go
but I
ahead.
have a question though.
Yes, sir.
Did my feet stink?
Not that day.
Okay.
Now, I can't
Okay.
speak for no
I
other
just
day, but that day,
like
and you ain't have no holes in your socks.
okay, okay.
Uh,
So but it was a good day.
It
So
was a
it
good
was a
day.
good day.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it was a
And
good day.
then
It
you
was a good
played
day.
his piano and killed everybody after church. Man, the humility, you were so humble. The guy that I wanted to get to know before I knew you was the guy that I know today.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. It was a good day. Okay, go on
It
with the
was a
question
good
now.
day. All
Go on
right.
with the
So
question now.
just what's a typical day for you? Like you get up in the morning, what you
Well,
do all day?
you already know my day. Everybody now know my day.
Eat an apple and work out.
As I try to get up, as I try to do my breathing techniques. There's this process called box breathing that is really good for anxiety, and you can do it for about 5 minutes. You know, 5 minutes, and then I try to do a devotional. Try to do words of affirmation. Spend a minute with the Lord. Try to put some in my gut. Try to get to the gym. Try to knock it out. Get to the studio. We do meetings. We do work. Try to plan dinner, lunch or something with Tammy as much as I can, and then try to and then I get back in. I, I am a workaholic.
Mm.
I, it's I can't deny. I can't deny. It's I am overly ambitious. I am overly ambitious. I don't know what it is to just sit on the porch and just drink some mint julep and watch the ducks run around in the front yard. I don't know nothing about that. That's not a life for me. Maybe 10, 20 years from now, but not right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm hungry. I'm hungry. I mean, I'm 55 and I'm a dog. I'm a dog. I'm not gonna let you beat me being hungry. You know, yeah,
That's
you
great.
know, every album is my first album. Every project is my first. It's got first energy. I give everything first energy.
Man, I hope y'all listening because you may be watching this live for entertainment. This man is dropping gems, and this is coming from the mouth of somebody who is unapologetically great. And that term "GOAT" is used loosely in these days because it used to be that there was a goat. Now there are goats, right? And it kind of has morphed. But whether you believe in a goat or if you believe in some goats, you won. Whatever that is.
Well, I need for y'all to know that nobody has called me a goat. I'm the alpaca. I'm the alpaca. I'm not the goat.
$25,000 alpaca. You don't rub that. You got to block that.
You got the blood. That's not what I meant, but that's good. That was good what you said. That was good.
Appreciate that.
You don't
Appreciate
rub
it.
that. You don't
You
rub
don't
that. You
rub
got to block.
that. You got to
You got to
block that.
block that. Denzel.
You've been
Denzel.
transparent. You've been transparent in your life. I'm gonna ask you two more questions. I'll let you go because I know you got to work out. You've been very, very, very transparent in your life and ministry. You've given your personal testimony, which I appreciate. I want to say thank you. You've talked about your own personal challenges. How do you help others? And if you do, are you a mentor? How do you help others when you come across people who face similar challenges?
Oh man, if I can impress you with my accomplishments, but I can impact you with my failures. It's because my failures show you where the holes are. My failures show you where the bones are buried. My failures show me where the potholes are. I show you where the potholes are so you don't mess up your front end. That's my job. My job is to not talk about how great the street has been. My job is to tell you where the potholes are so you don't mess up your front end. That's my job. That's my
Man.
job.
Well, what can the people expect from your performance at Cry Out?
A little Energizer Bunny with too much energy and too excited to get on stage and invite people to the dopest love story ever told.
Wow.
Um, God made man, man rejected God, and God won't stop chasing man until he wins him back.
Kirk Franklin, you know what, man? I'm just going to end it right there. I love you, man. Listen, everybody, go get your tickets now. Head over to cryoutcon.com for details. You already know the Cry Out Con concert with Kirk Franklin and Madison Ryan Ward on Saturday night is going to be lit, to say the least. It's going to be amazing.
Liddy,
And we also have a very, very special men's only experience with Pastor Jerry Flowers and Vincent Casey and Queenology workshops with Bishop R.C. Blakes. Are we going to give something away? Are we going to give something away? What we want to do?
We got the giveaway.
What we got?
They register.
Okay.
Follow your pages.
Okay, so if you register,
follow your pages.
Follow our pages.
Share it.
Share it.
And get put into a competition to get invited to the VIP event.
You get put into a competition to get invited to the VIP. So let me say that again. If they follow our pages, if they share it, and tag us, and you do all that kind of stuff, you actually get entered into a free giveaway. So we're gonna hook somebody up. We got some keynotes: Eric Thomas, Latrice Ryan, John Hanna, Sam Rodriguez. Performances from Todd Delaney, the Houston Mass Choir, Jordan Welch. It's gonna be crazy. So this is it. Kirk, I just want you to let you know, if I never ever get a chance to tell you in person, when I say I love you, bro, I mean that from the bottom
thank
of
you.
my heart.
And I know it. I know
I'm Team Kirk Franklin.
show it every time. You show it every time. And I hope you feel that it's reciprocal.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I hope you feel that. And man, thank you for inviting me. I'm excited to come down. I'm a Texas boy. You Texas boy, man, and I love getting it in, man. So we just gonna have a good time and we're gonna turn up.
I know it, man. Hey, man, you have a good day. Tell your wife I said hello. You be easy. I'll see you soon, man.
My guy.
Love you, boy. Peace. Hey, everybody, make sure that you register. Make sure you register. Go to cryoutcon.com. We got people. Jason, this Kirk Franklin is hilarious. This man he is in the camera eating his whole apple. Y'all, that Granny Smith apple, listen, if you don't do nothing else, come to see Kirk eat an apple. I'm going to make sure that I got some apples in the place. Love you, man. Kirk Franklin has lost it, man. Listen, y'all, he is out of his mind. Listen, let me just finish this up. Again, let me just tell y'all the lineup. We're going to have it. The conference is here in Houston, Texas, May 1st through the 3rd. The location is the George R. Brown Convention Center, downtown Houston. Get your tickets right now at cryoutcon.com. Again, let me tell you, we're going to have Kirk Franklin, Madison Ryan Ward. Follow us at CryOutCon on Instagram. Saturday night is going to be amazing. We also, as I said, have a special men's only experience. If you know a man who is struggling, if you know a man that's really, really, really in need, and he needs to be around some good people, let me tell you something. If you haven't heard Pastor Jerry Flowers, you don't want to miss him. Vincent Casey and Queenology workshops with Bishop R.C. Blakes. Plus, we got E.T. the hip hop preacher. We got Latrice Ryan. We got John Hanna. We got Pastor Sam Rodriguez. Performances by Todd Delaney, Houston Mass Choir, Jordan Welch, and many more. I can't believe it. I think Pastor Sam Rodriguez, he just texted me right now. See, if I felt like I could just tap him into this live, but we're going to save his for another time. But Pastor Sam, that means he's locked in and he is ready to go. All right. Love y'all. We're looking forward to it. Please go to CryOutCon and register right now so we can get prepared for you. We need to know ahead of time that you're going to spend your time with us. So please, 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 right now, don't hesitate. Go to cryoutcon.com and register at whatever level you can register. I promise you we're going to give you more than you came from. I love y'all. See you soon. Ain't nothing you can do about it.